Welcome to Beauty Bounce.
This should be good.
This is a game by the same people who made the fabulous Negligee.
All of their heads are the same shape.
Oh yeah. Well, their boobs certainly aren't.
That is true.
Yeah.
And really, boobs matter more than their face.
It's kind of a dick thing to say, but whatever. Beach Bounce is a wonderful resort full of beautiful girls, and it's all yours.
I feel blessed.
It hasn't been an easy journey. You only inherited the resort after your grandmother passed away, after all.
You had to push her down the stairs, and she didn't really die, so you had to finish her off with an umbrella.
Still, along the way, you found love. Sort of. But you found love along the way to your grandma passing away?
You found love in a hopeless place.
But considering your current workload, you've put dating on hold.
Yeah, there was a first game.
You sit back and... Oh, yes. Oh, that was a first... That's right. This is a sequel to a game that we haven't played.
We have a theme park and we fell in love with someone. Moving on.
Yes. You sit back in a chair and say levelly. Is that a word?
Levelly.
Whatever.
Level
At the stack of papers in front of you, trying to set them on fire with your hand.
Mind.
I swear it said hand. Can I go back? Oh, it does say mind. What did I say hand?
Because you were wrong.
Okay.
You were what?
Okay, you don't want to do it?
Nah, go ahead.
No. You sure? Right.
What difference does it make?
It makes a little bit of difference because it's all about the voice, Will. Who would have thought that managing a holiday resort would involve so much paperwork? On second thought, you shove the sack aside but take 2 sheets off the top of it and grab a couple of envelopes. Oh. Hello. You hear the door creak open and look up only to find a girl with an unnaturally large head.
That is weird.
Literally the first thing I noticed.
Yes. Hey, Tomo?
Tomo.
Tomo. There's a line on Jake's
I know,
monitor.
it's a shitty monitor.
Hey, Tomo. Doing okay?
You shake your head and give her a sad smile, waving around with 2 envelopes in your hand.
Oh, you've become so depressed you can't speak. What are those?
Ray and Mineko's last paychecks.
I'm gonna miss them.
And we were so attached to them.
I've forgotten their names.
Well, hopefully Ray will come back when she's done traveling. Not sure about Mineko. She still has to finish up university. And then she fell down the stairs.
They can't prove I owned that umbrella. Where is Ray now?
She fell down the stairs. Why is that so funny?
I don't know. Where is Ray? You know what? I'm going to do her entirely in the voice of an evil old wizard type character.
Great. Well, this envelope's going to Spine. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
You stand up and stretch, sliding the envelope across the table towards her. Can you mail those for me, please?
Sure thing, Tomo. By the way, don't you have an appointment with the bank today?
Ugh. Don't remind me. You sag back down in your chair, groaning.
Wow, getting into the sex already?
Can I just pull it off and work on pregnant prep instead? The Beauty Bounce Pageant is a yearly custom at the resort that takes place in the off-season. Pageant. In order to draw in more customers. You can't think of a more delightful thing than to relax and watch your staff and guests take off their clothes and strut around with their tits, bouncing.
I am the most dignified boss. Tomorrow, we've handled this for years. We'll handle all the work here while you go to that appointment.
Who's we? We're running out of staff, you know. Yuki crosses her arms and frowns at you. She's mad you forgot about the clones in
and
the
voices
basement.
in her head. Go to the bank. The last thing you want is to get in trouble as you're around gawk at girls all day.
I'll go find a suit. Yuki smiles warmly the moment you cave in.
All is going according to my design.
Please, she walks towards the door with the envelopes in hand.
Play nice, Tomo.
Jonathan, you can't make me. It's not as if you've had much of a choice. You owe the bank a rather reasonable sum of money.
£2.40.
Not that you would ever tell Yuki quite how dire it would be if they suddenly decided they needed a full repayment immediately. They're gonna need a full repayment immediately, aren't they?
Banks don't tend to do that because it's not good
This
business.
is just... You shake your head and try to bury your frustration. Being kept waiting in the dull office is not how you wanted this day to go. You're snapped out of your muddling by the sound of a door opening and the clack of heels on a wooden floor. Finally, I've got a... erection?
Halloween head.
What?
I got a Halloween head.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I love that song.
I don't know what's... Your words are stolen from your mouth at the sight of her. Who wants to do a voice?
Sorry. What?
You gulp. A resort to run.
Considering it's our investment, we'd be happy to let you get back to it. Sadly, however, this will be a long process. I'm one of the bank's auditing agents. You can't call me Hiromi. Or mistress.
You open your mouth to speak, but she interrupts you with her
Did I-
massive dong.
Did I give you permission to speak? No. Need to introduce yourself. I'm already familiar with you, Mr. Tonyo.
She gives you a confident smile. You do your very best not to ogle her. Just Tomo, it's fine.
Tomo it is. Well, no need for this to be unpleasant. Coffee, tea, blood of the virgin,
I was gonna say martini.
martini of the innocent.
Coffee, thanks. You watch her saunter around the little office confidently. Huh?
Look quite big to me.
Maybe he's been in bigger offices.
Snob.
She presses some buttons on the coffee machine and gathers a small plate of cookies.
Coffee machine dispenses cookies. This is amazing.
We live in the future, Will. She pulls out 2 styrofoam cups as she munches away on a cookie. She hands you the plate first. You'd been determined to just grimace your way through the meeting, which you'd imagine was for some stuffy old accountant.
She actually is 700 years old. She just drinks the blood of the innocent.
What is it with you and the blood today? Considering you're now eating a rather delicious cookie with a woman, things are starting to look up.
I imagine that this is a rather unpleasant surprise to you.
You give Hiromi a grin as she places the cup of coffee in front of you. You take a sip of the rich beverage. Actually, now that you're here, I'd say it's rather pleasant. Oh, you flirt.
Oh, you.
She
She
smokes
laughs
and
and
shakes.
hands you a restraint order. Confident, aren't you? First things first. As you know, we've invested a considerable sum into beach bounce.
You've seen the grand total before, and accounting for inflation, she's been rather modest.
Never account for inflation. It doesn't help.
No less at a low-rate repayment plan that was contractually locked. Such a rate for a sum like that is unheard of.
But that contract is up now.
At last, yes. Goodness knows how such an arrangement was made in the first place.
She gives you a look up and down, then hums curiously before taking a sip from her cup. I feel like this is how pornos start. What's that supposed to mean? How could it have happened then?
Well, perhaps in the younger days, your grandmother and your owner came to an arrangement.
And yeah,
And I'm uncomfortable.
you nearly spit out your drink, you clear your throat and look away.
She was the finest hoe this side of the Caribbean. Sailors would come from all around. From near and far, seamen. Seamen everywhere. Oh my, Tomo. To try and keep it together, I believe I'll lose my job if one of my clients chokes to death.
I'll take that into consideration. You sigh and settle
He
back.
pulls out a notebook and just writes down, "No dying at meeting. Won't." Underlines the last 2 words. Anyway, go on.
You sigh and settle back down while shaking your head. Okay, so how do I re-enter the contract? Is that kind of just a silhouette?
It's because you're supposed to just imagine yourself as him.
Well, the hair's all wrong.
Well, yes, but fuck it.
Hiromi blinks before bursting into...
Have you considered fuck it?
I think that's the point of the game, Will.
Very good.
Oh. Oh my.
What is it with her saying, "Oh my"?
She's a very big George Takei fan.
You were serious, weren't you?
sorry, serious about what? Oh dear. She adjusts herself and straightens up her clothes before taking a moment to sip her drink again.
You do realize that race is highway robbery. Robbery, yes.
Is it Rubbery?
Robbery.
It wasn't an issue in the past.
At the current rate, it'll take 20 years to repay the loan.
I can't do it because we're late at night. But I was gonna do it for still 20 years.
20.
Can you imagine the kind of risk we've taken if we agreed to that? Each bank has faithfully made each repayment on its loan since construction, but regardless of that, it's a huge red blot on our records. No, Tomo, there is very little chance they were to maintain that repayment rate. And that would only ever happen in order to clear it.
You blink in surprise while trying to run the numbers through your head. 1. You being the auditor in question, right? She shrugs so the smile on her face is a little smug.
I am more God now. I know. How awful. I'll have to stay at the resort for a few days. Just to audit the paper trails and make sure that everything's in order. How convenient.
Well, wait.
Oh, and also check how strong an experience provide during your season. Which I imagine starts soon.
But. We'll get to the but
He's
later.
Well done. But he's like, I don't want any ratchet ass scamps in my resort. There we go.
Now, quickly, you have a special event coming up soon.
I have.
We've checked your payroll status too. But you've got new hires pending.
Have we? Of course, but.
Must do.
Why, I'm sure this will be an absolute delight.
Draw the line or wait it out.
We gotta draw a line in the sand, dude.
We gotta make a statement. This can't possibly.
hang
No, I say we go for it.
I genuinely don't know what these options mean.
Let's draw the line. Oh wait, how long have we been recording for?
Fucked if I know.
Okay, let's keep going for a few minutes. This new recording thing doesn't have any kind of timer. Fuck it, draw the line. We gotta make a statement.
Do it.
You slam your hands under the table in front of you.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Like, would you give me a moment to speak, bitch? Your room is cut off by the noise and her eyes narrow. With no choice left, you forge on.
Yeah.
We have reached the point of no return.
You have dug yourself this hole and
Yeah.
you've got to climb out of
You're
it.
right by all accounts, which is exactly why I can't have some bank employee looking over my shoulder while I work.
This is probably going to hurt.
Have we lost the chance to bone her?
Probably.
Hiram lets out a small sigh and folds her arms.
Then I'll just have to file a report stating your refusal of cooperation and requesting a re-evaluation of your loan.
We fucked up.
We fucked up.
Well,
Isn't that what we said wouldn't happen, but you said...
I said it was a very bad idea for the bank because in real life, if a bank did that, they would almost certainly just not get the money because, like, if you owe them $20,000, there's no way you're going to be able to just pay them back immediately, so they don't get their money because you have to declare bankruptcy.
So we fucked up.
Yeah. So basically, she's operating out of spite.
Recall the remaining balance. Here when we frowns, waving her hands. Jazz hands.
Or we can try this again. I very much need to run this audit, and you very much need me if you want this negotiation to go well.
You feel as though the floor is falling out from under you.
You just got served.
Fine, hands tied, you know the deal. So that was no point in that.
Basically,
Except we've made a
if
kind
you
of
go
bad
with it,
impression.
You're a bitch. If you try and fight it, she just smacks you up and she's like, I'm awesome.
So we're still a bitch.
No, at least you tried.
Aaron watches you with a stern look before snapping up another cookie and munching on it.
You don't have to struggle to get along, Tom. Besides, imagine your brother that the staff didn't think anything of me.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll come as a guest. I'll work in the evenings and you can still try to get your work done in the meantime.
There's no better option for me, is there?
I make the rules and you'd say yes, Your Majesty.
She takes a final sip from her drink, finishing it.
I doubt it. Well, I'll see you in a couple of days. Oh boy!
I will be telling Yuki, though. I'd rather not bear the burden alone.
Me? Burden? I am insulted.
She gives you a fake pout, a hand on her chest. You have to look away, wincing.
That's right. I have incredible weaponry at my disposal. You best not forget that.
Bazookas.
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna pull a body to your shutty, so don't resist or you might this Christmas. I don't guns, I make gun ones.
Despite yourself in the situation, let out a quiet snort. I don't think I will. Okay, You Gus read about helplessly trying to get yourself off the defensive.
Should be headed out, plenty of work to do, you know.
She smiles and waves me towards the door.
Don't hang around, just keep an old woman company. Take care.
She is not old.
I think she's being sarcastic.
Probably. With your brain failing to muster up a proper response, you nod and climb off the chair before how climb off? How are you sitting on it?
Like L.
Yeah.
What?
You duck away from the stomping Yuki as you watch her frustration grow. I'd rather not show you the books to prove it. Please, just trust me when I say there's no other way.
How can they go and pull this on us out of the blue, though?
Turns out Gran was quite favoured. The contract needs renewing and they don't have to renew it under the same terms.
Now that you mention it, she always did seem to get along pretty well with the manager whenever he came by.
Please don't follow that thought any further down the rabbit hole.
I have gone and seen the other side of the mountain.
Yuki blinks confused before her mouth opens slightly.
Ooh, you mean those two were...
Balls deep. In every rabbit hole. Yuki! She giggles and sits down. You're glad that she has at least calmed down. Plus, it's not all that bad. While I was writing the checks earlier, I noticed that there were some unfilled positions. Not just the ones left by Ray and Mineko, mind you. Yep. Take a look at this next time on the Last Point.
Excellent.
Yes.